Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Complete situation report for you from the Amhara region. Any new fronts which are active fronts now in terms of clashes between Fano and military? Where is the ongoing fighting? And any big development on the ground in the Amhara region? Let's start from Bahirdar, Amhara regional capital. I reported about fighting close to Bahirdar in Miravi around 48 hours ago. Now we have received more details about this front. You can see Miravi and Durbate. Uh, in the last 24 hours, there were heavy clashes outside Durbate. You can see Durbate. Fighting near Miravi and Durbate has been confirmed. Durbate is strategic in terms of being on the road between Ago Avi zone and Bahirdar. And secondly, you can see another road leading from Durbate towards the lake here. So it's a strategic place, and reportedly fighting has been ongoing in the outskirts of Durbate and outskirts of Miravi in the last 2 days. An active front, it means that this road is cut off from Ago Avi zone. Military cannot receive supplies towards Bahirdar. And I've been saying that you'll see Fano's attacks on this road. Why? Because military has its presence in Ago Avi zone and Benishangal Gumuz region. And Fano fighters want to ensure that military is not in a position to use Ago Avi zone as a base for its supplies towards Bahedar. That is why you'll keep on seeing attacks by Fano fighters along this road near Durbate, near Miravi, one front. Secondly, we talked about Sanja 2 days ago, where there was fighting between Fano and military. Strategic area again close to Sagade, Volkayat, Sagade, and not far away from Sudan border too. Relative calm here, but both sides are holding on to their positions in Sanja reportedly. Kwara, what is happening in Kwara, viewers? Kwara is somewhere here. It is on Sudan, Ethiopia border. Fano fighters were seen in Kwara a few weeks ago. Are they still in Kwara? Do they have access to Sudanese border? Yes, they are still there in Kwara, and I think around 12 hours ago, a Fano commander was interviewed. He's from Gondar, I think, and he confirmed Fano's presence in Kwara, and he said that around 80 ENDF soldiers have been taken prisoner by Fano fighters in Kwara. It means that Fano fighters have access to Sudan, and military could not dislodge Fano fighters from Kwara. This is a long border, by the way. This Sudan Ethiopia border, you can see all the way from here to the Benishangal Gumuz region. Hundreds of kilometer long border cannot be secured by military. Fano fighters have access to Sudan. Obviously, they can receive supplies, weapons from Sudan if they are in control of border areas. Now, Wollo viewers, what is happening in Wollo? Relative calm in Gujam. We could not confirm large scale fighting in Gujam. Yes, clashes on some fronts, but no large scale offensive or counter offensive launched in Gujam in the last 24 hours. Wollo, Vagdi. Let me show you Vagdi here, which has been a site of clashes between military and Fano fighters. and we saw that there was heavy fighting. You can see Vagdi here. There was heavy fighting between Fano and military. In Vagdi, Fano fighters withdrew from Vagdi, Wollo. Later, some meetings have been held between locals and military here in Vagdi. Tensions remain. Fano fighters have retreated from Vagdi west Wollo. We have confirmed from the area. North Shore. Again, relative calm. No large scale fighting ongoing in Debre Birhan, Shorobit, Debre Sina, and Kobar. I could not confirm any large scale fighting in North Shore in the last 24 hours. Wollo, South Wollo, read a video about an attack by Fano fighters close to Hayek along the main road. A convoy of military was ambushed by Fano fighters near Hayek. Hayek is in West Wollo. It is along main road Dassi to Wuldia Road. And Fano's entry in South Wollo is a new development because Fano fighters were not they were not based in Wollo, but recently they have managed to enter Wollo. They carried out an attack on a military convoy in which unknown number of soldiers were injured and killed in this attack. Ambasal can be seen here, Delanta, Vagaltana. Tension remain here because we know that military launched a major offensive in Ambasal and Delanta to dislodge Colonel Fantahun's Fano group from here. Tensions there, fighting in some areas, but it's difficult to say which side has a clear advantage in this offensive. But military wants to dislodge Fano fighters from Ambasal and Delanta, though it's a very favorable terrain for the Fano fighters, and they have their bases here, they have public support here too, and from here they carry out attacks along this main road, Gondar, South Gondar to Wollo Road. Overall situation volatile in Ambasal and Delanta. Vog Himra Zone, Lali Bala. Interesting development here. Along Lali Bala to Sikota Road. There was a clash between military and Fano fighters. You can see main road here, Lalibela to Sikota and Lalibela to Gashina Road. Gashina is somewhere here. And Fano, and by the way, we know that Sikota, Waghimra under full military control. Fano fighters don't have any significant presence in Sikota, around Sikota. They have their presence close to Lalibela because if you remember a few weeks ago they captured Lalibela airport too. Later they retreated. Now there was heavy fighting in Bilbila. You can see Bilbila here. It is along main road between Lalibela and Sikota. You can see Sikota here. And in Bilbila, reportedly Fano fighters entered. They took control of Bilbila, and then there were clashes with military and Fano fighters. Because Bilbila is strategic, if Bilbila is under Fano, it means that Lalibela to Sikota road can be cut off. And that is what happened. Road was cut off, there was heavy clash between Fano and military. And Fano fighters, they obviously, if they capture Bilbila, they can move towards Lalibela too. Even in Lalibela, people confirmed that they heard sounds of gunshots being fired. And a few days ago, if you remember, we confirmed from Lalibela that in Lalibela, there were from Lalibela, military fired shells on Fano fighters in the outskirts of Lalibela. And on high places in Lalibela, military had positioned artillery pieces, and from there in the outskirts of Lalibela, along this road, Fano fighters were being targeted. So overall, Lalibela is under government control, but around Lalibela in the outskirts, Fano fighters have their presence in different areas. So this is the overall situation in the Amhara region. Intensity of fighting a little less. We can say that uh, intensity of fighting decreased a little. No big change on the ground. Gurjam still very destabilized. A Fano commander yesterday said that only 3 cities in Gurjam were under government control: Debre Marcos, Pinote Silam, and Bahirdar. He said all other town cities are under Fano control or there is no government there. And you can see how big Gurjam is: East Gurjam, West Gurjam. It means Fano has withdrawn from Debre Marcos, from Pinote Silam, and already no big Fano operations in Bahirdar, just 2 attacks in Bahirdar by Fano in the last few days. So Gurjam totally destabilized, military government in control of a few towns. Gondar under military control, but border areas here under Fano, they have their presence here. South Gondar, Fano has presence here. They have carried out attacks along this road. North Wallo, again Fano here around Kobo, but big town cities all under military control: Kobo, Waldia, Dassi. Fano has entered, as I said, South Wallo. They'll try to push towards Dassi and Kambolj. North Shoa, again, road clear under military control, but Fano in the outskirts to the east and west of the main road. So this is the overall situation about the armed resistance by Fano fighters in the Amhara region. Thank you for watching.